him up, I'm going to knock him down.
This is the beauty of it. You are fighting. Everyone else, kind of dances around. You guys won't actually do it. It's fight night. Bell rings. Errol, how does a fight between the two of you unfold?
I got so many gears. I can box. I can fight, bang, sit there. I can use angles. Danny just has one gear. Kind of punch and be patient. With me, basically, got to train for everything. At the end of the day, I'm going to dictate everything that's going to happen in the fight.
What do you make of that, Danny?
I would have to disagree with that. I'll box the sluggers and I'll bang the bangers. I done faced the hardest hitters. My chin stood up to the test. I fought the fastest fighters. I beat them because I was better, not just because I'm a counterpuncher.
At 140, I'm not gonna lie, he was doing this thing, great champion, but at 147, he's far short.
Danny against Thurman and Porter, you were right there. I mean, could have gone either way. But at 147, how do you create enough separation against Errol Spence? Why will that be different?
I would say a lot of that is because I was a lot comfortable where I was at in my life, I was already a 2-division world champion. Maybe I didn't wake up as much as I should have for them fights, like as far as like grit, like wanting it more. But this fight, I feel like this is it for me. Like I'm seasoned now, I've been in a lot of tough fights. I feel good, man. I feel like my career is like where I want it to be, and I feel better than ever.
1 minute remaining and
Errol, all these guys are excellent that I'm mentioning. You don't disrespect anybody, but what separates you from the other top guys?
I feel like my talent, my skills, my ability, I can't wait to show everybody what I got because, I feel like I kind of fell off a little bit before the Lamont Peterson fight. And, I'm getting back to the old me, and that's was just training 24/7 and just eat, sleep, and basically boxing.
The unified champion, Errol Spence, crashed his Ferrari in the early morning of October 10th, was rushed to the ICU in Dallas.
The accident, what was the toughest part of coming back from that?
Probably about 3 months after the accident, I started running, and, my hips were still hurting and things like that. So then I got up in weight, too. I got up to probably 192. Getting back in shape and things like that, I think that was the toughest part.
How has your life perspective changed?
When you're young, you think you get this false sense of security, you think you're invincible. They have life insurance, and when you have a near-death experience, you finally realize that if I would have died, I would have left a lot of people, basically in the cold, and things for my kids, where my money was gonna go and stuff like that. It changed my perspective on life and not taking, boxing and just life overall, not taking it for granted.
Danny, in Philly, I don't know if you ride any horses out there. Did you see Errol with his new ride? Will we see you on a horse at some point?
Nah, I don't ride horses, baby.
When you say Rector Ferrari bought a horse, is this the right move?
Yeah, man, the horse goes a little slower than the Ferrari, so I'm riding the horse right now.
Be careful, Errol. Be careful.
All right, yeah.
All right. Hey, Errol, best of luck to you. Great talking to you. Danny, best of luck as well, and we'll see you guys in November.
Shut up, Beast Mode. Don't be a fucking simp.
For all the best boxing content, follow PBC.
Anyway, how you guys doing? Waiting for this Zoom to start. People make a lot of assumptions, man. Like, what is going on? Like, my God. Not just you, Beast Mode. But yeah, you was on some sim shit. But what be going on? Like, people just act like females. Like, what the hell be going on out here, man? So we're waiting for this Zoom call to start. We're gonna talk some boxing. A lot of boxing too. I got some shit I gotta talk. Or I want to talk. All right, man. So what's up with y'all, man? I'm kind of hyped for this fight. I'm not gonna say kinda. I am hyped. But you know me, I'm hyped for like a lot of shit that I shouldn't even be hyped for. I'm like a real, true, degenerate boxing fan through and through. So wait for this to start. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the subscription. So they're about to start soon, like literally any like moment now. It's 2 p.m. Eastern. Actually, it's 1:58. They got 2 minutes. So what we're doing today is there's a live virtual press conference for Errol Spence, IBF WBC 147-pound champion, versus former 2-division 4-time champion Danny Swift Garcia. That's going to be live. They're going to start at any moment. No telling how long it's going to go. I don't even know if it's going to... I doubt that it's going to be the undercard. I think it's just them two fighters. Angel Garcia is going to be there. Also, Derek James. And then, of course, after the presser Zoom is over, we're going to talk about it all. And we're going to talk about, you know, Mr. Beast Mode. As he says, why did you put no excuses by Spence's name as if he has ever came up with any? Well, because it's fucking called a headline, asshole. I didn't say he's making excuses. You know what? I'm not getting into it with you people today. You know, I still got my Wilder video to do, and I am pretty untethered with the YouTube. Shut up, simp. You're a simp in here. All right, let me chill. But this is it right here. They're going to be starting soon, so here's a little bit more filler content, and then we'll be back. That Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell has been rescheduled. Somebody got a COVID test. Hold on. I just like breaking news. Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell is being rescheduled. Damn it. Somebody failed the COVID. Somebody got the COVID. Let me check. Who? Hold on. By the way, this Zoom call will be starting soon. Luke Campbell has COVID, and you know he's in the UK, and the UK is on lockdown because of COVID. It's crazy, right? Damn! I wanted that fight. By the way, y'all want to go back down memory lane while we're waiting for the Zoom call to start? Here. Let's go back down memory lane. Let's go back down memory lane. So once again, just got an email from Golden Boy Promotions. Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell has been postponed, rescheduled, because Luke Campbell has COVID. It's fucked up. Wanted that fight. And remember, Povetkin, like they're in lockdown over there, yo. All right, let's watch this. Remember this? Remember this shit? Before the Zoom call start, real quick. Oh, shit. Hold up. Remember this shit? This is when Angel Garcia got muzzled. So we're just doing a little bit of filler content before they start. Here, let's do it like this. So that's the Zoom down there. So when they start, we're going to start. All right, let's do it like this.
Thank all the fans that keep coming out and supporting these shows. This fight March 4th, man. Danny Garcia, undefeated champion. Keith one-time Thurman, undefeated champion. You know, two of the best welterweights going toe-to-toe. Someone's O's got to go. I mean, I'm truly looking forward to this fight. I asked for this fight. I asked for the...
Yo, am I lagging? Please, somebody let me know in the chat.
Fight. I'm just blessed to finally get the fights that I've been asking for. And man, me and my team, we're looking forward to it. We're having a great camp right now. I'm loving the weather in Florida. You know, I'm here in the cold for a little bit, but luckily I get to go back to the Sunshine State. But I'm telling you guys, man, this fight you don't want to miss. I mean, there's just too much action. There's too much on the line, man. I remember this kid from the amateurs. I know that they remember me too, you know, and, you know, I applaud him for everything that he's accomplished in his career. But most of his accomplishments were at 140, not 147. And that's why he's stepping up trying to make a statement March 4th. The only problem is he signed the wrong contract. Your boy Keith one-time Thurman got this. One time, all the time, KOs for life. I got 2 12-round fights in the Barclays. Third time's a charm. Danny Garcia, you're getting knocked out.
Man, come on, Ponytail. Hey, Ponytail.
Look, this is the third.
Hold up. Now, wait a minute. All right, I know you're probably going to be pissed. But I want y'all to realize. Now, look how in shape I was. Now, me, at this point in time, I'm a cool, crisp 200 and about 11 pounds or so. I'm at a good 264 right now. But I was so cat quick. Watch how quick I jump up on that stage and I get there, like, in for the action. Yeah, watch this shit. I'm like, look how nimble I am. Ooh.
This is the third father. This is the third father I got to deal with, right?
Ponytail, you
this is the third daddy, right?
You lost, Ponytail.
So, all right.
Deal,
right.
Ponytail.
So this boy right here, right? This
You lost, ponytail.
you're gonna talk shit, right?
Talk
the same
shit,
way,
bitch.
the same way that you used to wipe the shit off of
Get
Danny's
the
ass
fuck
when
out.
he
You
was
ain't
a
put me in
child,
the
right?
fucking
When
chair
he was a
for
little
real, nigga.
baby, he used to handle his shit, right? He used to
was
handle
like
his
me,
shit when he
nigga.
was in diapers, right? And now you trying to handle his shit now.
I'm
You
the
ain't-
fucking
You ain't
champ.
nothing but a loudmouth
You ain't
chump,
a
man.
fucking. That's what I'm
The
saying.
boy keep
You
on top
bark like a
firm.
dog.
Get your
I
tickets
bark
now.
like a dog.
Come
You
through.
can't bite.
Be here
I'll fuck you
March
up.
4th.
Cause you know
And
what,
watch me
nigga?
shut
Like
this
they
dude
say,
up,
nigga.
man.
Bitch ass
Don't put his
nigga.
son to sleep.
You in the East
Let's see,
Coast
let's
now,
see,
bitch.
let's see how he talks when his son is laying down on the blue mat.
My son
We'll
gonna
see how
fuck
he
you
do.
up. He gonna fuck you up.
He gonna try, bro. I know that. He gonna try, bro. I know he gonna try, bro.
My nigga.
I know he gonna try,
He
bro.
gonna listen. You getting paid.
I know he gonna try,
Turn
bro.
the fucking mic off.
But this is the time he's gonna
Turn the
fail.
fucking mic off.
This is the time he's gonna fail.
Listen, young
This
fella.
is the fight that you ain't supposed to be
Let me tell you
fucking
something,
with,
young.
man.
Let
This
me
ain't the
tell you
one that you're
something,
supposed to
bitch ass
mess with.
nigga. Listen,
Yeah,
bitch.
okay.
You getting fucked up. What, nigga?
Yo, you need to sit your fucking ass down before you get beat the fuck up.
And yap, 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 yap. Yap, 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 yap. Yap, yap, yap,
Shut the
yap.
fuck up.
All your hype men, right? That's why I showed up in this motherfucking city, right? That's why I showed up in this city by my goddamn.
Bitch, you ain't doing shit. Fuck that pussy. Pussy ain't for the nigga. You're the champ of the world, bitch.
Easier than Porter, son.
You're the champ of the world, bitch.
Porter, son.
It's the real champ.
Remember all that,
You don't need all that shit.
remember all the love and the respect and the family shit when we did Thurman and Porter. Remember all that? Well, none of that here.
Ain't no love for a living. This fucking brutal shit. This the shit kick your ass and kill you in the ring. That's the shit. This shit ain't lovey shit.
We know that. We got that. Like I was saying, there's no friend factor in this fight right here. And
Boxing need a voice about me.
there's a lot at stake, and there's a lot of passion on. There's a lot of passion on this. Angel, you know it's
All them champions be talking shit about the American fighter. That's the only respect I'm gonna give because you're an American like that. But we gotta love our fucking American fighters. All these motherfucking immigrants come from another country, bullshit our fucking fighters. That's the only respect I'm gonna give because you're an American, like Danny is. God bless America. Where Donald Trump at? Come get him. I want to see Trump. Trump, where are you? Make America great again.
Angel, can I call up your son? Can I bring your son up now? All right.
So yeah, it was a little crazy, right? A little crazy. So I don't know what's taking them so long. They're running late. So anyway, the Errol Spence Danny Garcia live media press conference is going to be starting soon. It's supposed to start at 2 o'clock, but normally. I want to tell y'all the story, but I'm going to start laughing. All right. I told this story many times. So, I'm from Philly. So, Angel Garcia was under a lot of heat because he called Keith Thurman a bitch ass nigga, not nigger. Now, I don't make the motherfucking rules, all right? But in New York, in Philadelphia, in Boston, and wherever Puerto Ricans reside, somehow, some way, they get a pass to say nigga, not nigger, nigga, right? So I wanted to get the scoop. Since I was in Philly, I knew they had a media day coming up for Thurman versus Garcia. So what I wanted to do was to be the first media guy to get Angel Garcia to say, so I could put in my video title, I'm not a racist. Well, guess what he does? Guess what? Hope we have enough time to show you. He gets guess what he does? Let's see. Guess what he does? Guess what he does? He doubles down. Oh, whoa. All right, listen. It's hilarious. So this is about 2 weeks after that.
I know you're not gonna get a lot of shit if I don't care, man. It's been a lot going on, and I'm gonna get a lot of shit if I don't ask you. So I'm from Philly. I know you're not racist.
I don't know. Listen, brother.
No, I know.
I was born in Puerto Rico, came to America when I was 6 years old. I lived in Riverside Lehigh before that neighborhood what it is today, North Philly. It was still Polacks and Germans living around there. Okay, I went through hell. Racism in this country. My parents couldn't even speak in front of nobody Spanish. They tell you, speak English. And I couldn't understand why they told my mom. My mom used to whisper to us in Spanish in public. Whisper to us. I couldn't even get free lunches in school, and they were free. That's when it was 15 kids in the class.
No, that's
why you
fucked
think I
up.
could get free lunches? Because I was Latino. There was no Latinos in this country when I was here. That's when 20th and Green down there was all Boricuas. And they took them all out. Now it's the suburbs up there. Okay? I went through racism in this country. I grew up in black neighborhoods. I'm from 8th and Butler. Okay? That's where I'm from. That's black neighborhood. Okay? I went to black schools, black neighborhoods. So how the hell am I racist?
But
I fucked me a couple black girls.
but do you understand, like, to people, for example, in the UK?
Huh?
For example, to people in the UK or to people in Australia.
They racist too. Come on, how you gonna think they're gonna dirty the water and then drink it? They racist too.
So when you call,
how many were you champions in Europe? American champion. How many be on star promotion in Europe? American team.
You got
and let them go out there as an opponent.
Yeah.
How many you see? That picture on Instagram Explorer page a couple days ago. 20 Chinese champions. How many Americans you seen on that?
So, but do you understand, like, how? Like, do you, like,
Chinese restaurants around here in the hood. Chinese restaurants. Go see their apartments upstairs, see them renting. Empty pigeons live in them. Because they scared to rent to the blacks and the Latinos. And you don't know what the hell they sell us. Because you get beef in you get broccoli and beef, and you get a whole lot of beef. But the last time I remember, beef expensive. How the fuck you get a plate of beef like that, food of broccoli, whatever you call it, broccoli, what the fuck it's called? I'm Puerto Rican, see? I'm Latino. You beef and broccoli, you get a whole bunch of beef for $3. How the hell that happened? When the steak is expensive as hell. Come on, when you walk into these fucking Chinese restaurants, smell like cat. Like cat piss. Killing cats in the basement, brother. I got rental friends, bro. They told me that shit. They eat that shit in America.
Well, thank you for
call
that.
Me racist. I'm bringing everything out to the open. They call me racist. I'm gonna be a racist. I'm gonna be. And we got AK. We getting ready for this war. But my team, we got AK-47. We ready. We got fucking ammunition. You motherfuckers want to go to war? We got guns too, and we ain't scared. We ain't scared, and we not trying to threaten nobody. But we getting ready for the revolution too.
Obviously, at that point, I didn't know what the fuck I had got myself into. You know, I just was trying to get him to talk about the fucking fight and talk about him not being a racist, and he just went fucking double racist. Oh my god! And fucking god, man, he's nuts. Angel is nuts. I tell you.
We got guns, we got motherfuckers want to go to war. We got guns too, and we ain't scared. We ain't scared, and we not trying to threaten nobody, but we getting ready for the revolution too. We got guns, we got AK, we got machine guns, we got all that shit.
So as far as Keith Thurman is concerned, you wasn't trying to,
I tried to switch the subject.
Listen, brother, he said, I was humble, I spoke, Danny spoke. I spoke, his trainer spoke. He got in the mic and
Hello,
said,
everybody, and welcome to the press conferences. We wish all of you well. We are less than a month away until Saturday, December 5th, live on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. We have the Welterweight Championship of the World on the line as the current WBC and IBF Welterweight Champion of the world. Errol, the Truth Spence Jr., will put both of his titles on the line against two-division world champion in Danny Swift Garcia. The action gets going on December 5th at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time, and it is coming to you live from what I think is one of the most immaculate stadiums in the world, AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Limited fans will be in attendance following COVID protocols, and you can get them right now at SeatGeek.com.
I was just as confused as him, Mike.
Tremendous main event, but also
$3.
We have a sensational undercard as well. And all three fights on the undercard features Mexican fighters or Mexican American fighters. Let's look at our co-main event of the evening in the super welterweight division. It is a WBC super welterweight eliminator fight as unbeaten rising sensation, the Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora, fresh off of his win over Nate Gallimore back in August, will put his skills to the test against the hard-hitting Jorge Cota. Also in the welterweight division, this one is going to be an unbelievable battle featuring the Riverside Rocky, Josesito Lopez battling Francisco Chia Santana. This one is going to be amazing because I've never seen both guys in a boring fight whatsoever. Expect action in that one. To lead off the pay-per-view, a WBC Featherweight Eliminator match featuring former champion Julio Ceja putting his skills to the test against Eduardo Ramirez. Again, it all comes your way on Saturday, December 5th from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. The event is brought to you by Man Down Promotions along with DSG Promotions and TGB Promotions. And now it gives me the great honor and pleasure to introduce a man who has been involved in the sport of boxing for over 30 years. Talk about knowing the sport like nobody's business. He is brilliant at what he does. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of TGB Promotions, my dear friend, and without a doubt will be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, this is TB. Please like the video, by the way.
Good afternoon and welcome.
My man TB.
Errol Spence Jr. versus Danny Garcia is one of the most intriguing fights of this crazy year. It's a fight that will determine who is, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world. This fight on December 5, it's going to be a tremendous night of boxing at the home of the best professional sports franchise in the world, the Dallas Cowboys AT&T Stadium. And this legendary stadium is the perfect host where two fighters in the prime of their careers will put their legacies on the line. This is one of the best fights that can be made in boxing's hottest division, the welterweights. Errol Spence Jr. is one of the most talked about fighters in the sport. Many consider him not only to be the best welterweight in the division, but the best fighter in the world. This is the type of fight that elevates our sport of boxing. And Danny Garcia is a throwback fighter, one of the most battle-tested, skillful boxers in the sport.
Why he banging
on
his desk?
Running through the 140-pound division before moving up to 147, it's simply amazing. So putting Spence Jr. and Garcia into the ring against each other promises really nothing but fireworks. It's the kind of fight that will bring back memories of some of the classic welterweight battles of the past. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
You got that proper 12 back there.
Thank you very much to Mr. Tom Brown, the president of TGB Promotions, one of the promoters involved in Saturday, December 5th, Spence Garcia. Now let's meet the trainers. I want to go ahead and give a quick story about this man. He actually put his hair on the line in September of 2013 because he believes in his son so much. This is a father-son tandem that knows how to win at the highest level of what it means to be a prize fighter. Ladies and gentlemen, the father and the trainer of Danny Garcia, here is Angel Garcia.
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend.
Peace, brother, peace. And I didn't put my hair on the line, put my head on the line.
You put your head on the line. Okay, against
Yeah.
Lucas Matisse. Tell me,
Thank you,
Angel,
brother.
give me your opening thoughts about how things have been going with you.
Hey, everything been perfect with me. Everything been perfect with Danny. We've been having a great camp. You see how he's looking. He's 160 pounds, not even trying hard. He's ready to go tomorrow. We have to. You know, December 5th is going to be a great night. It's going to be a good night for me and Danny. Successful night. Not taking nothing for nobody, but December 5th, we coming to get what's ours.
Anything else?
And it's the WBC belt.
All right. Well, thank you very much to Angel. Now let's go down to the Dallas area and speak with the esteemed trainer of Errol Spence Jr., also the trainer of Jermell Charlo as well. He knows the sport of boxing. He knows his fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the esteemed Mr. Derek James. Derek.
What am I speaking for? I got to hear the question.
Oh, he on his daughter phone. Come on,
How you guys
Derek,
doing? Happy to
Come
be
on,
here.
DJ. Come on, DJ. Killing
Derek,
us.
can you tell us about how training camp has been like?
Oh, shit.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Oh,
now
man.
let's move to the fighters as we are going ahead and go ahead, Kelly.
Talk to Derek. He just got sound.
Okay,
It's a
perfect.
shit show.
Derek, can you tell us about how training camp has been like?
The training camp has been really good, man. A lot of hard work. We've been
There we
working
go.
since March. So it's everything is coming together. Everything is good.
Beautiful. They got a
Thank you
virtual
very much, Derek.
background.
We'll get back to you guys
Ooh.
shortly. Now let's go back to the city of brotherly love with this gentleman, a former two-division world champion, former unified 140-pound champion. His credentials are unbelievable. 32 years of age at 140, wins over Amir Khan, Lucas Matisse,
No, that looked nice.
Zab Judah, Eric Morales. Then in 2016, defeated Robert Guerrero to capture the welterweight championship of the world. Only losses, narrow defeats against champions in Keith Thurman and Showtime Sean Porter. He was the first man and only man to stop Adrian Granados last April, and then followed it up with an impressive performance over Ivan Redkach back in January at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. 36 wins, 21 of those by knockout.
Come on, Ray. Shit, hurry up. Spit it out.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Also, he's very proud of his Puerto Rican heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Danny Swift Garcia. Danny.
How you guys doing? It's crazy to have a press conference like this. It's my first time ever doing it like this, during the pandemic and, the crazy world we living in right now. But, I'm going to start this off like I always start all my press conferences. I'm going to thank God for being here. I'd like to thank Angel Garcia, my team, Al Heyman, Premier Boxing, Fox Sports for giving me the opportunity to showcase my skills on a large platform. As far as camp's been going great. We've been here for a while already. The fight got pushed back 2 weeks, so it gave us extra 2 weeks to get ready. My weight is good, so far so good. I feel like we're ahead of schedule. Right now, we're just taking it one day at a time. We're very excited to be in this position again to fight for another world title. And come December 5th, we don't want to leave no rocks unturned. We want to go out there and give it 110% and go in there and take these belts from him in his hometown. But other than that, I'm blessed. I feel good. Life is great and can't wait to perform.
Thank you very much, Danny. And now let's talk with the man who will be standing across the ring from him at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas on December 5th on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. His record, 26 wins, no losses, 21 of those coming by way of knockout. Let's take a look at chronologically what this man has been able to do. 2012, a United States Olympian. 5 years later, goes to the UK and smashes Kell Brook to become the IBF welterweight champion of the world. Then follows it up in March of 2019 in front of nearly 50,000 fans at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, and has a clinical performance over Mikey Garcia. Then in September of 2019 at Staples Center in Los Angeles, had a mightily impressive performance over Sean Porter in the fight of the year last year. He is the unified WBC and IBF welterweight champion of the world, the fan favorite and the hard-hitting. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Errol, the Truth, Spence Jr.
How everybody doing? I feel blessed. I'm ready to go. I feel like I'm 100%. We've been training since probably March. We've been training, working hard, staying focused. My weight's good. I'm on point, and I can't wait just to fight at home, give my hometown fans, something to cheer for. I'm defending my title against a great opponent, Danny Garcia. Like I said before, I didn't want any tune-up fights. I didn't want, somebody I could knock out in the first round. I wanted somebody who's going to be tough, going to push me to the limit that I know I need to be pushed to so I can get back to Errol Spence Jr. So I'm very focused on the fight. I can wait on December 5th. I'm putting on a great show, a great performance. I will say against you.
Thank you very much to Errol. Now let's go to Philadelphia with Angel Garcia. Angel, what must Danny do in order to get the win over Errol Spence Jr. on December 5th?
Well, we're not going to look at look, I never look at tape from past fights from Danny's opponents. So we're not going to learn nothing from him and Garcia, Mikey. No, you can't learn nothing from that. And what I do is when I train Danny, I focus on Danny. I don't worry about looking at video because I'm hopeless against that. I can't change nothing that they got over there. I know what I can make Danny better. So we've been working on things we're gonna dictate the fights. First of all, we're gonna be on top of him. So we're not gonna do like Mikey did. He ran, all night. He was glad he was out of there. He was glad he took the check home, I bet. But we're not looking at that. We're looking at going to Texas, in Dallas Stadium, because they got a little rival, the Eagles against Dallas. So we're going out there, we're gonna sit on their helmet. On Dallas Stadium, we're gonna sit on their helmet after Danny wins the title. So I can't tell you what we got, but we're gonna bring anything he got, we're gonna respond to anything he brings to the table. Not disrespecting the man, because I gotta respect him as a fighter. But just because you see 2 L's on Danny, because I'm not gonna sugarcoat him, it was all bullshit politics. Can I curse?
Kelly, that's a question for Kelly Watson.
Well, I just make sure. I want to make sure that I don't get beat. Because I'm going to be professional too. So let's get back to Danny. We got 2 L's. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. But it was a lot of crap calling me, politics, calling me racist and all that dumb crap that came with it. You know what I'm saying? But this time around, in Dallas, we're not going to put it in the judge's hands. It's not going to be in the judge's hands no more. Danny got to do what he got to do. And December 5th, we're going to Dallas because, first of all, we chose to fight him in Dallas. So make people understand that he ain't the A side like they say he is. It's both sides. Danny makes calls too. And another thing that I'll make sure is there too is world judges. We want world judges. We ain't going with local judges to make it fair. And at the end of the day, after we take care of that, and then Danny's got to go in there and do his thing with these 2 right here. The ones he got, because he's not going over the handicap.
I say let him cuss.
2 hands like he does. And anything Spence brings to the table, we're going to respond to anything he brings. So that whatever they bring, whatever they got in mind, I'm hopeless. I can't. That's their team over there. I got to respect that. But I know what we bring. We're bringing a great fight December 5th.
Thank you very much, Angel.
I need the world to know Danny's no opponent. Don't get that twisted. He's no opponent. He got 2 L's, yeah, but you got to respect him, man. He's 39 fights. And we wasn't pampered. What I mean by that is that Danny didn't have it easy in this game. All odds against him. He should have been the Olympian 2018, but we got sent up the river too. So they want him to be the alternate, just in case you didn't have that in the resume.
Damn.
I got you. Well, I appreciate it, Angel.
People think that Danny just came from Little Woods in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Danny, he came here because he fought to come here. And Danny fought top fighters when he was coming up. When he was 6-0, do the resume. Oscar de la Hoya and 2-pound Stevie. 6-0 with a 28 guy, 11 lost, 18 KO southpaw. And Danny destroyed in front of my best fighter in the world was Alexi Arguello.
Angel, we'll come back to you. Let's go over to Derek James. We appreciate the passion and how much you believe in your son. Now let's go to Derek James, who also believes. Talking.
We're working with the big man. This ain't
Derek,
me.
Let's
big man.
Derek, can we go ahead and I want to get your thoughts on the fact that Errol Spence is coming off of a 14-month layoff. But the one thing that you told me, Derek, is that Errol is hitting harder now than he ever has been. Can you elaborate on that, Derek?
Yeah, he's punching really hard. He's doing really well, man. I think that he's doing great, man. I think that the first thing about
it's a shit show over there, guys.
Probably in the box and back it out. But really, nobody else knows that. So nobody, we and that's the type of guy that this guy wants to be good. You have to have a great man.
I can understand some of it.
Be good by yourself, but for somebody great like Danny, get a great fight.
Oh, this brawler sport dude, he is annoying. It's just.
Now let's go to Danny Garcia. We're having some issues with the mics, but we're going to get that rectified. But we'll go back to Danny Garcia. Danny, for you, in your mind, what do you have to do in this fight against Errol Spence Jr. in order to claim the victory? Also, from the oddsmaker standpoint, you are the underdog heading into this matchup. Does that give you extra motivation?
You know, I've been an underdog my whole career, so, you know, that's not new to me. You know, I'm used to playing that role. That's the role they gave me. But, you know, I just have to go in there and be myself. I have to go in there and be Danny Garcia, you know, believe in myself 100%, mentally and physically, go in there, fight round by round, make adjustments, and dig deep. And, you know, that's what a true champion is made of. And that's what I plan on doing come December 5th.
Thank you very much to Danny Garcia. Now your adversary, Errol Spence Jr., down in the Dallas area. Once again, just had, you know, the new father. Congratulations, Errol, on your newborn. I know that is, you know, that's wonderful to see. But you're coming off of that layoff, Errol. You know, are you concerned at all about ring rust? And you mentioned that you wanted to fight. You did not want a tune-up fight coming out in your next fight. I mean, you're coming off of that car accident. You're the 14-month layoff, but you just seem to want any and all challengers. Why Danny Garcia?
Like I said, I picked Danny Garcia just so I can rise up to the occasion. You know, I feel like, you know, he was a great fighter, you know, and the odds still in my favor off a car crash. And I'm still, you know, the top dog in the division, the top guy in the division. So, you know, I feel like I would show that I'm just a great fighter, and he's a great opponent. His dad gets me hype, just him saying how they're gonna dictate the pace and how you gonna, you know, come forward and throw punches and this and that and come take the belt from me in my hometown. You know, every time I fought in my hometown, I either got a knockout or just shutout win. So I'm 100% ready for anything they bring to the table. With come forward, with the box, with just stand there and fight. We can do whatever they need to do, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna listen to my coach dictate
Derek
the
James
pace,
be sharp.
and I'm not gonna get into the little heads game like with Sean Porter and things like that. Because I fought Sean Porter game and I beat him at his own game. You know, I'm sure his dad want me to, you know, stand there and slug with Danny Garcia. He got a rock jaw chin, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to win the fight.
I want to go with Derek because we're having some mic issues. But Derek, with you, in terms of, you told me that Errol is hitting harder now than he ever has been. What do you feel is the key to success in that regard?
I think that it's about just setting up what you want to set up. You know, it's not easy. Then very friendly with, you know, big punches.
Derek, I'm sorry, it's Kelly. Your microphone is not working. It's hard to hear you. We're going to have to just try to fix it on the ground there. If the camera people could fix it on the ground, and we'll hold questions for Derek, please. I'm sorry.
Did you take out one of the AirPods?
We can hear Errol fine.
Put the other one back in, I think. That was the other one?
Yeah, it's just fix it.
Lady, so if you
it has to be his.
Tell her to get off.
Let's
Her
see.
sound is fine.
Fix this shit.
We're recording this, please. So let's
fix it now.
All right, let's go ahead and open it up to questions. Kelly, I believe we want to open it up for questions for the media as we get that rectified. But let's open it up for questions, if that's okay with you guys.
I'll go over there and straighten shit
So
out.
we'll go ahead and have the media ask questions. By all means, make sure that you are in queue and get ready to come out with your questions.
How my
for
shit
Danny
work
Garcia
better than
and Errol
theirs?
Spence and their trainers.
Yeah, for any media that would like to ask a question, please hit the raise hand button, and then we'll come to you. Our first question is going to come from Eric Woodyard. Eric, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question.
What's up? How you doing, Earl? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Just for you, you talked about not wanting to tune-up fight and taking these risks, man. Do you feel like at this
I'm gonna raise
point
my
in your
hand for a
career,
question.
you need these type of fights to continue to cement your legacy and take these these risks? Because a lot of guys don't want to take these type of risks. So for you, like you say, jumping right out, you know, what does that mean for you? Are you feeling that urgency to make these type of statements at this point in your career?
Put some questions.
Definitely, man. It's up to me to make that big splash. Especially coming from my car accident. Everybody expected me, take a lesser opponent, but me taking a lesser opponent, that was back when I made my pro debut in my first 10 fights and things like that. Now I want to fight the top dogs in the division. I finally got to that spot where I could fight, the big names and the guys I've been yearning to fight for. So now the time is time that I'm not gonna, go backwards. I'm gonna just go forward and fight the top guys that I've been wanting to fight since I was like 14, 15 and 0. Since I won a title from Kell Brook.
All right, good luck, man.
Put some questions in the chat. I'm gonna raise my hand to ask.
All right,
one.
thanks, Eric. Our next question is going to come from Jamil Parker. Jamil, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, this is for Errol. Southpaws are aqua fighters. They're normally hit with straight rights and left hooks. We all know that Danny Garcia possesses power in both. How will you negate that during the fight?
I watch the fight and tune in, or you gonna come buy a ticket. But I mean, we got a game plan for everything, so I'm not worried about no little left hook or right hook or anything that he comes with.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks, Jamil. Our next question is going to come from Jake Donovan. Jake, you can unmute yourself and ask a question.
Great, thank you very much. My question is actually for Danny. Danny, a lot of people are, for some reason, they're making a big deal about the fact that you're getting this fight after Errol's accident, but you actually wanted this fight well before. I mean, you were in the ring when Errol beat Sean Porter. How much of it was you seeing something in Errol that you can exploit versus just you always want to challenge yourself against the best?
I after the Mikey fight and the Porter fight, I saw some holes in his game, and I felt like it's a good opportunity for me to become champion again. So, and he's a great champion. I'm a great champion, and I feel like these type of fights bring out the best in Danny Garcia. They make me run that extra mile. They make me spar that extra round. They make me eat the right meals, and they give me the extra motivation I need. And I feel like this is the type of fight that's going to bring out the best in me. And that's why I wanted it.
Great. Thank you so much, Danny. Best of luck. Errol, best of luck to you as well.
All right. Thanks, Jake. Our next question is going to come from Jandra LaBeouf. Jandra, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Thank you. My first question is for Errol. When you're a fight fan as well as a fighter, when you look at a fighter like Danny, do you learn more from his wins or do you learn more about him from his losses?
I mean, definitely learn more from the wins. I mean, like I said, he has a lot of great wins, like great victories, and I mean, you learn a lot from just different fights. Some losses and some wins. Maybe
Lena, cut your mic off.
Well, you learn from other fights in the past too, like him and Lamar Peterson and things like that. So, I mean, I don't really have to watch those fights because I mean, I'm a student of the game. I'm a fan of the sport. So that's all I do anyway, is watch boxing. So I didn't watch Danny Garcia fight plenty of time.
Okay, thank you. And Danny, a question for you. Angel mentioned earlier that he thought Mikey Garcia ran the whole fight against Spence. When you look at Spence in that fight, what do you think he was most effective at and what he did well in that fight?
I felt like he was the bigger, better man that night. I felt like, Mikey has great skill, but I think the size difference, and he just let his hands go, and Mikey didn't have an answer. So Mikey kind of froze. He just won every round, just by letting his hands go. Mikey didn't take no risk, but Mikey did some good things in there. He held his ground well. He landed some good counter punches, and those are things that I'm taking into consideration, for this camp.
Hey, can I get some likes, please? Thanks. It helps my videos out when you like it. It doesn't really hurt. Just push the button. Or dislike the video. I don't care. I'll start cussing.
Andrew, next question.
wow, this is really like a shit show. That's messed up, man. I had high hopes for this. It's more so from down in Texas, from as you can see, it's from where they're at, where Spence and them is at.
Andrew, any more questions?
Who's Andrew? Oh, Andrew from Swanson. Oh man, Andrew done got.
Well, why don't we go ahead and do that?
Sorry about that, guys. Ben, baby, our next question will come from you. If you want to unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, for sure. Errol and Errol, can y'all hear me? Okay. Awesome.
Yes, we can. Fire away.
Awesome. Hey, Errol, quick question. I think all of us know about the accident, kind of what occurred. In some way, was that a real wake-up call for you and kind of what, you needed to do in and out of the ring? I mean, how did that kind of affect you moving forward after you had the accident and everything that happened?
It really didn't do nothing, but just made me more focused, made me hungrier, gave me the same hunger that I had, before I won the world title. So it just made me more focused, more hungry, make sure I kept my weight down. And, basically before I was probably coming to camp, when it was just a training camp and I had a fight lined up. But now I'm actually, training year round and, making it a priority more than just, okay, I got to fight now. I got to start training. Now I'm training ahead of time instead of just waiting till the last minute.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
All right. Thanks, Ben. Our next question will come from Carlos Toro. Carlos, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hi, gentlemen. Thanks so much for taking time to talk to us. First question to Errol, obviously, you're back in the fold, you're training and everything, but how did it feel just getting into that first sparring session, that first gym session after the accident and preparing for the fight? How did it feel to you just kind of getting back into the fold, physically and mentally?
At first, the first time I sparred, it felt kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, it felt real weird. But after probably like the third or fourth, sparring session, everything was just clicking, and now I'm sharp as a tack now. So, everything's back to normal. I feel like I wouldn't have no ring rust at all come December 5th.
Quick, Derek, how has Errol looked so far in this training camp, kind of after that initial phase where he was just trying to just get back into the rhythm of things?
Well, even when he was getting
I'm
back
trying to
to
fix
the
my
rhythm
mic.
and finding
Hold
himself
on.
in the ring, he still was looking good. But I think it was the level of comfort that came in that made the difference. I mean, so it's like he still looked good from the first day spar to each day after that. But when you get more comfortable with just being back in the ring, being back home or whatever, it's you can see a difference. It looks amazing. It looks good. Everybody will see on December 5th who he really is.
One quick question to Danny. Danny, I know Angel was talking about the fact that, bringing in world judges and not local judges. And you've had the two very close losses on the scorecards to Sean Porter and to Keith Thurman. Do you kind of look at this fight against Errol and believe that there is a sense of urgency or more pressure to kind of take the fight out of the judges' hands, even, with trying to bring in different judges to try to make the fight as fair as possible? Do you feel like a knockout is more of a priority this time around?
My job is to fight. At the end of the day, my job is to fight. I can't go in there and worry about judges. The judges are going to do what they do. They're going to score the fight. My job is to put 110% in the gym and know that when I go in there come fight night, I'll be ready. That's my job. My job is to fight and win rounds and win fights. The judges are not in my mind. I can't worry about that. That's just a distraction. So at the end of the day, I'm worried about Danny Garcia being ready and going in there handling my business, and that's the only thing I know how to do.
Thanks, gentlemen. Best of luck to the both of you come fight night.
All right. Thanks, Carlos. Our next question will come from Marcos Villegas. Marcos, please unmute yourself and you can ask away.
Hello, Danny. Hello, Angel, Derek, and Errol. Hope you guys have all been well. I'm going to ask both Errol and Danny this question. And Danny, you can answer first. When you look at this matchup, honestly, why do you feel you can win this? What do you see there in your own game that will give you the decision or the knockout win in this fight? And that same question goes to Errol.
you know, I feel like I'm a great fighter. You know, I'm a great fighter, and you know, I've been in these type of fights before. These type of fights motivate me. You know, I know what I'm built of. I know what I'm built of. As long as I give 100% in the gym and stay mentally and physically ready, I know no one can beat me. And when Danny Garcia is focused like that, I know he's a dangerous man. And I believe I can beat anybody in the sport.
Errol, can I get your thoughts as to why you think you will win this fight, or that something that you possess that you feel that Danny won't be able to handle the night of the fight?
I just feel like I'm the champ, and at the end of the day, I'm just a fighting motherfucker. It doesn't matter if it's inside or outside. I can just fight. So I just feel like if it gets down to the wire and we gotta lock it up, I feel like I'm gonna come out on top because I know how to dig down deep and I know how to just fight.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks, Marcos. Our next question is going to come from John Cudney. John, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hey, guys. So this is a question first for Errol and Derek. The country's been going through a long series of lockdowns. COVID-19 has been awful. Just wondering what it means to you guys to fight in front of a live crowd at Cowboy Stadium for this fight.
I'm gonna get Angel fired up. Here I go.
You know, it means everything. Just fighting at home, and you know everything that everybody's been going through right now. And you know, I just wish everybody that's gonna come out, you know, be safe, wear your mask, you know, follow the social distancing protocols and things like that. And I feel like it'll be a smooth night.
Yeah, for me, I think that it's great, man, just to come home and fight at home and be at home and fight a great fighter like this, and you know, put on a great performance is amazing, because I think that it only builds your legend, it only builds your stock, and to be able to perform at home in front of a live audience is very difficult to do. But at the same time, as for other people who are difficult for them, because Errol's been able to perform and do well in front of the audience, and we love that. So we love the energy, we love everything that the city brings us, from people from all over the world to everybody in Dallas. We love the energy.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Those are great answers. Okay, questions for Danny and Angel. So I'm going to ask a cynical question, but I'm interested to hear your honest answer. So you guys had already agreed to this fight, you know, as Jake mentioned earlier, but you know, how are you approaching this now that Errol has been through the car accident? Does it give you potentially, you know, extra confidence or a different approach, knowing he might have lost some speed off his fastball?
Now we're taking this fight, you know, he's a champion, so we're taking this fight 100% serious. We're not banking on no, you know, car accident or layoff and all those type of things. We're taking this 100% serious. Like I said before, we wanted this fight on January 25th. But, you know, things happened, then the COVID happened, so we just had to stay focused, and you know, the world had to weather the COVID storm and all the crazy things that's going on in the world. But now the fight's finally here. You know, we're 3.5 weeks away, and you know, I feel like camp is going great, and we're gonna go in there and have a great performance.
Yeah, you got Angel, any thoughts? Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta understand, like Danny said, it was for January when we for a red catch was supposed to be Spence, but then he got into that tragedy. But that's the past. So we're not looking at the accident because we're not doctors. He's cleared by medical. His team say he's good. Everybody else saying he's good. To us, he's good. We can't worry about that. That's something that it doesn't make the fight better or worse. We're not gonna go in there thinking that he was in a car accident, that we got the advantage. We're not falling for that booby trap. That's a booby trap. All we know that we going and for the COVID too, the reason we chose Dallas, Texas, because they got fans, or we wanted fans. If not, it would have been somewhere else. You know, and as long as the people follow protocol, and you know, not that I'm saying that it's not real, it's epidemic, but all they give you is a fever for 10 days, not like it's gonna kill you. I mean, I don't know how the country is shut down over a fever. Because we've been through worse.
Be careful, past, so Angel, slippery slope.
It's not the first time America have had a virus. Okay, so Like, as long as you follow the protocol, you wear your little mask or whatever you want to wear, then you're good. But we're not worrying about that. We hopeless against protocol. We hopeless against masks. All we know is December 5th, we're going to go to Dallas. We're going to fight Spence and Danny. We're going to fight, and we're coming home victorious. That's all we got to worry about. Everything else is pushed to the side. It don't mean nothing to us. Like, don't mean nothing. I had cancer. I had an accident. I had a motorcycle accident, and I'm here. So as long as you get medical clearance from a doctor, we ain't going over there thinking he had an accident. We're going to go in there and smack him around. He's done. You know, we got to respect him. He's a champ. So we're going in there. We're going to fight. And we're going to fight.
Somebody stole my rant.
And we're going to have a great fight. And at the end of that night, and now you.
I was supposed to get him the
That's how it's
rant.
going to work out.
Let's see if we can get
Thanks a
another
lot,
one.
guys. Great answers.
Thank you.
All right. Yep. Thanks, John. We're going to have just a couple more media asked questions here. Our next question is going to come from Ellie Seckbag. Ellie, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Damn. Hopefully I can get the last
Hey
one.
guys, great to see you. I'm so excited about this fight. It's one of the
Why
biggest
you gonna
fights
ask
this year.
some bullshit?
What, for both Danny and for Earl, what do you guys do great, and what does your opponent do great?
Fucking Eli. Ellie.
You want me to go first?
Danny, you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I do everything great. You know, at the end of the day, I feel like I'm a true champion. I make adjustments. You know, I could bang it out. I could box. I feel like I could use my jab. And, you know, I feel like that's why I'm a 3-time world champion, because, you know, I faced many styles, southpaws, bangers, boxers, sluggers, been the underdog. And, you know, I came out on top. So I feel like these are the type of fights that bring out the best in me.
Well, I
Thanks,
feel like,
Danny. Earl?
what things Danny do great is, you know, he counter punches well. Got nice, sharp, short hooks. You know, something can be wild, but it's still strong and, you know, hits hard. You know, has a great chin. You know, a guy that's not, you know, is willing to get hit and still come back with his shot too. So, I mean, like I said, great counter puncher. And the guy that's always, you know, when he is the underdog, he always rises to the occasion, at least at 140 pounds. So, you know, with me, I feel like I do a lot of things great. You know, I feel like I can box. I feel like I can bang. You know, I feel like, you know, I can do it all. So it's not just one thing I can just point out that I do great.
Thank you. And then one more question. What makes your trainers, for both fighters, what makes your trainers so great?
Son of a bitch.
You know, I feel what makes my my trainer so great. You know, he believes in me 110%. You know, a lot of trainers are great trainers, but mentally they're not there for you. And I feel like Pops, you know, he trains you hard, but he makes you believe in yourself. And I think that's the most important thing in and out the ring.
Well, for me, I feel like my coach is very detailed. You know, always paying attention to the little things. You know, even if I'm doing something right, you know, he'll still, you know, put it in my brain and still tell me, hey, keep your hands up, or throw your jab, or do this and do that. So with him, I feel like it's the details. You know, he's always looking for something. You know, it's never anything perfect for him. You know, everything has flaws in it, everything you can learn from. So, you know, with him, it's just, you know, just detailed, very detailed coach.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
Ellie.
much. Hope. Thanks.
Yep. Our last question is going to come from Cam Buford. Cam, if you want to unmute your mic, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Damn. I had some good questions,
Hey,
too.
guys. Thanks for making time. I look forward to this fight. Coach James, my question for you is, when Earl became healthy again after the accident, what was that process that you took him through to kind of get him ready for physical training or training for
I had some
a
good
fight,
questions.
not this fight in particular, just a fight period? Did you take it easy on him, and just talk to us about that process, please?
Well, it was a slow process. I mean, even though you have the ideal of his mind in your mind, the last time you trained him was on a high level, you have to come in and kind of like put the training wheels on. It's a gradual process. I mean, and so by the time that this camp started, he was already in shape. We had been training for like 3 months, 4 months, maybe longer than that. So it was like it was the process of just we could mess around with some things and do some things, and then we start perfecting some other things. So we had long enough time to do it, and that's great because it was beautiful. And like you said, the 2 more weeks only helped to 2 more weeks of getting better, to just be great.
I got it. Thank you.
That guy right here,
and Earl,
he's super annoying.
When they look at this fight with Mikey, they touched on that fight and said he found some opportunities in that fight. What are they missing from that fight about your fight game that if they just focus on that one fight, they'll be overlooking?
Oh, I don't know. I made that fight look easy. Well, it was easy. I had sparring harder than that. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think you can learn anything from that fight, really. Well, there's always something to learn, but, I mean, that fight was so easy that, sometimes I got no focus.
No, well, I wasn't saying what did you learn. I was saying if they, the Garcias focus on that fight, what would they be missing if they just focus on that
That's the real
fight?
question. Fucking idiot. Nobody focus on that fight. You the fuck out, Danny.
Okay, well,
Just say we ain't learned nothing from that. Was you
Okay.
here or not?
Oh shit!
He
Yes.
didn't watch the fight. He didn't watch it, but he didn't. He said he perfects Danny.
Real question, you moron.
Not,
Fucking moron.
Danny, you going into this fight and your pops is over there fired up, saying you can bring anything to the table.
Listen, man. Don't even answer. Get this idiot out of there, man. Bang him, man. Hang up. He's an idiot.
All right, that'll be it for the media questions today. Ray, we'll turn it back over to you to wrap up.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
Always talking shit.
Greatly appreciated. Hey, Angel and Danny, I want to get from Danny as we go ahead and we
listen, man. I hate idiot writers. They're the ones that write all this bull crap about all these fighters, but they never got clipped in the tip of the nose. They act like they know these fighters. They don't know these fighters.
Let it keep going.
Question. Was he listening? I say that we didn't learn nothing from that fight. Oh, you talking about we learned from what? What we learned?
Oh, they pulling out the beeps.
That was easy money for Spence. I would have took that money too. We wanted that fight. What the fuck?
Danny,
well, at least we got him riled up.
Final comments as you get ready to collide against Errol Spence Jr. December 5th on a PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view. Your opportunity to capture both the WBC and the IBF Welterweight Championship of the world.
I'm very excited, to be back on the stage and fighting for another world title. And come December 5th, I'm not leaving no rock unturned. We're about to work right now after this. We're putting the hard work in every day. It's been a long camp, a great camp. And we feel great. We feel confident. We can't wait to December 5th.
We got what we asked for, right?
Thank you very much, Danny and Angel. We greatly appreciate it. Now for Errol Spence Jr., once again, another opportunity to defend your world championships at home, AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, the home of your favorite football team, the Dallas Cowboys. What can we expect on December 5th against Danny Garcia?
You can expect an action-packed fight. If you know Danny Garcia, you've seen his fights. He's always in exciting action-packed fights. I'm always in exciting action fights.
I'm kind of hyped. I ain't gonna lie.
So I think our styles are gonna clash, and it's gonna be a historic night come December 5th. So I can't wait. I know he's been training hard. I know he's 100% focused. I've been training hard. I'm 100% focused, and we're willing to put on a great show come December 5th.
Thank you very much to Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. Don't miss it. December 5th on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view, all brought to you by TGB Promotions, Man Down Promotions, and DSG Promotions. The lead-up continues. Errol Spence Jr. and Danny Garcia, welterweight supremacy on the line on December 5th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Limited tickets are available following COVID protocols. You can get them at SeatGeek.com, or for the rest of the world, watch it on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view on December 5th. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific time. Have a great one, everyone. And we'll see you during fight week in the Dallas area. Have a great one.
Thanks, Ray. Hey, can we do one shot, you guys? I just like a shot of the two fighters in the camera. So if the trainers could step out, take your chair with you. We'll get 1-2 shot of both fighters so we can
Sure.
Anybody can take the video. We'll have the video on
All right.
record. There we go.
Let's stick
Spence,
around.
Errol, can you move your chair over just a little bit?
That's the lady who ended Fred's career.
Thank you so much, guys. And then you'll
Right
be.
there?
Yep, excellent. Okay, everybody, take any photos you want off the
Oh,
screen.
hell yeah. Give me that shit. No, Kelly, get off the screen.
Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
I need that for the thumbnail. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a little brief intermission, like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Be right back. Listen to this. Shh.
Whatever you call it, Barkley, what the fuck is called? I'm Puerto Rican, see? I'm Latinx and the Latinos. And you don't know what the hell they sell us. Because you get beef in you get Barkley and beef, and you get a whole lot of beef. But the last time I remember, beef expensive. How the fuck you get a plate of beef like that for the Barclays? Whatever you call it, Barkley, what the fuck is called? I'm Puerto Rican, see? I'm Latino. You beef and broccoli, you get a whole bunch of beef for $3. How the hell that happen? When the steak is expensive as hell. Come on, when you walk into these motherfucking Chinese restaurants, smell like cat piss. Killing cats in the basement, brother. I got Oriental friends, bro. They told me that shit. They eat that shit in America.
Well, thank you for
Call
that.
me racist. I'm bringing everything out to the open. They call me racist. I'm gonna be a racist. I'm gonna be, and we got AK. We getting ready for this war. But my team, we got AK-47. We ready. We got fucking ammunition. You motherfuckers want to go to war. We got guns too, and we ain't scared. We ain't scared, and we not trying to threaten nobody. But we getting ready for the revolution too. We got guns, we got AK, we got machine guns, we got all that shit.
So as far as Keith Thurman is concerned, you wasn't trying to, be racist
Listen,
towards
brother, he said, I was humble, I spoke, Danny spoke, I spoke, his trainer spoke. He got in the mic and said, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out, Danny Garcia. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. That's what he said. And I said, you ain't gonna knock nobody the fuck out, you bitch ass blank. That's what I see. So why he say he got knocked, he couldn't say, Danny, I'm gonna knock you out. He had to say, fuck you up, Danny, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
Yeah.
So now he talking slang word, now he talking hood shit, now he talking gangster shit, now we got fight.
But you're not a racist.
Come on, man, listen. If I was racist, I was racist, you think I'd be here talking to you? You won't be in here.
No, I
Listen,
know
I work
though.
for Russians.
I know though.
I work for a lot of people. I work for Russians, I work for Pakistanians. I did everything. I sold ice cream, I sold water ice, I did everything. I sold drugs, I sold cocaine. I sold every motherfucking thing in the world. I sold fucking rocks to a fucking crackhead. And I'm not talking about ready rock, I'm talking about rock, like concrete. Yeah, I sold motherfucking rock. You know what's a rock? Solid rock. To a crackhead. Now you can take a motherfucking, you take a motherfucking a salesman to do that.
Okay, so
concrete, you know what's concrete? Not ready rock.
So yeah, my blood pressure was high. Like he had my blood pressure higher than the motherfucker. I was all covered in spit. He was spitting all on me. Imagine in this day and age, like, imagine a panic attack you would have if somebody like talking to you and spit flying out their mouth. You'd be like, oh my God, I get the fucking Rona and shit. But anyway, yeah, man. So he was unmuzzled today. Yo, he ain't been that unmuzzled in a long time. Here, y'all want to watch some of it back? Yo, that was, what did he call that reporter? Why was he so mad? I missed it. I was doing other shit in the background when he was cussing that reporter out. Like, what was, let's go back and rewind it. Let's go back and find the tape. Let's rewind the tape. Who was that guy? Who did he work for? That reporter's name looked familiar. Why you call him an idiot like that? Oh my God, I get the fucking Rona and shit. But anyway, yeah, man, that motherfucker Angel Garcia, he's crazy. Like, and people say I'm crazy. Like, that guy is nuts. That guy is nuts. Like, he was talking about, like, as you can hear, AK-47s. After we talked off camera, he was talking about, like, we go get some crab legs. Like, crazy. Yeah. Angel Garcia unmuzzled, because what happened was when he had went, now, okay, I do admit this video circulated around, but I didn't want it to circulate around like that. I wanted it to circulate around of, you could hear in the interview I'm getting frustrated because I'm like, just say you're not racist, and he would not do it. Instead, he went more double racially insensitive. He's not a racist. He's just fucking, you know how Fred Sanford and Archie Bunker, they were kind of bigots. He like them. He old school. That's Angel Garcia. Like when I see Angel Garcia, I think of fucking Archie Bunker and Fred Sanford mixed into one, except he Puerto Rican. I was about to have a stroke up in there, man. And I'm like, we in this hot ass gym, and he getting all close, and he like, and you know what I'm saying? We eat that shit, you see? Like, and I'm like, bro, like, too much energy, man. Like, I can't deal with that shit. I had to get up. I had to go home, fucking sleep for a couple days. I remember that shit. I was like all high strung. Hold up, what was I doing? What was I doing? Yeah, he'll get your blood pressure up. Let me tell you. That motherfucker will get your blood pressure up. But yeah, let's go back and see what the hell. Look, what the hell did that guy do? What the hell did that guy do that pissed Angel off? Hold on, here we go. We're going to start from the beginning. What did he do to piss Angel off? All right, we got to talk about the fight, though. How much time we got left? Oh, we got plenty of time. Because remember, they were late. So how it is that first 15 minutes, you know, I'm going to edit all that shit out. So the video, when it's edited, I'm going to see in about a day or so, it's going to start when the press conference starts. So, which means we probably got like another 20. Oh, yeah. So how did he piss this guy off? Like, what did he say to him? I want to know. What did he say?
It's great because it was beautiful. And like you said, the 2 more weeks only helped to
learn anything from that fight, really.
Guy right here.
It was like some other things. So we
let's
had
see what
a lot of
happened.
time to do it, and that's great because it was beautiful. And like you said, the 2 more weeks only helped to 2 more weeks of getting better. To just be great.
I got it. Thank you.
That guy right here.
And Earl,
he's super annoying.
When they look at this fight with Mikey, they touched on that fight and said he found some opportunities in that fight. What are they missing from that fight about your fight game that if they just focus on that one fight, they'll be overlooking?
Oh, I don't know. I made that fight look easy. Well, it was easy. I had sparring harder than that. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think you can learn anything from that fight, really. Well, there's always something to learn, but I mean, that fight was so easy that, sometimes I got unfocused.
Yeah, please like the video, man. Help a brother out.
What did you learn? I was saying if they, the Garcias focus on that fight, what would they be missing if they just focus on that
fight? Real question. Fucking idiot. Nobody focus.
Hold up. What's that timestamp? What's that fucking timestamp? Damn. Oh, shit. All right. I'm going to let it play through in its entirety. So this is fresh out the pot. Angel Garcia, Unmuzzled, 2020. Or should we call it COVID Garcia? Nah, I think Unmuzzled sounds better. All right, shut up.
Focus on that fight. You the fuck out, Danny.
Okay. Well,
just say we ain't learned nothing from that. Was you here or not?
Oh, shit. Yes!
He didn't watch the fight. He didn't watch it because he said he perfects Danny.
Real question, you moron.
Not,
Fucking moron.
Danny, you going into this fight and your pops is over there fired up, said you can bring anything to the table.
Listen, man, don't even answer. Get this idiot out of there, man. Bang him, man. Hang up. He's an idiot.
All right, that'll be it for the media questions today. Ray, we'll turn it back over to you to wrap up.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
Always talking shit.
Greatly appreciated. Hey, Angel and Danny, I want to get from Danny as we go ahead and
listen, man, I hate idiot writers. They're the ones that write all this bull crap about all these fighters, but they never got clipped in the tip of the nose. They act like they know these fighters. They don't know these fighters.
Let it keep going.
Question. Was he listening? I say that we didn't learn nothing from that fight. Oh, you talking about we learned?
They're getting the beeps ready, pulling out the beeps.
That was easy money for Spence. I would have took that money too. We wanted that fight. What the fuck?
Danny,
well, at least we got him riled up.
Final comments as you get ready to collide against Errol Spence Jr. December 5th on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view. Your opportunity to capture both the WBC and the IBF Welterweight Championship of the world.
I'm very excited, to be back on the stage and fighting for another world title. And come December 5th, I'm not leaving no rock unturned. we're about to work right now. After this, we're putting the hard work in every day. It's been a long camp, a great camp, and we feel great. We feel confident. We can't wait to December 5th.
We got what we
Thank
asked
you very
for, right?
much, Danny and Angel. We greatly appreciate it. Now for Errol Spence Jr. Once again, another opportunity to defend your world championships at home, AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, the home of your favorite football team, the Dallas Cowboys. What can we expect on December 5th against Danny Garcia?
You can expect an action-packed fight. If you know Danny Garcia, you've seen his fights. He's always in exciting action-packed fights. I'm always in exciting action fights.
I'm kind of hyped. I ain't gonna lie.
So I mean, I think our styles are gonna clash, and it's gonna be a historic night come December 5th. So I can't wait. I know he's been training hard. I know he's 100% focused. I've been training hard. I'm 100% focused, and we're willing to put on a great show come December 5th.
Thank you very much to Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. Don't miss it. December 5th on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view, all brought to you by TGB Promotions, Man Down Promotions, and DS.
I like demuzzled. Sometime today or tomorrow, you're going to see a video. Now I'm drinking tonight. Probably not tomorrow. Probably not tonight. You're probably going to see a video that is going to say Angel Garcia unmuzzled. Should it be unmuzzled or demuzzled? Unmuzzled, though. That sounds like some hardcore shit, though. Like, he just called that reporter a moron. So basically, he was mad because he kept asking, that's baby hands, Ray Flores. He kept asking him, like, about Mikey Garcia. Basically, it was softball questions. So, for those who don't know, I am known as the Zoom call lurker. I'm on all of the Zoom calls. Well, this morning, I missed the Katie Taylor joint. Katie Taylor and Terry Harper, if you don't know, Katie Taylor, has a fight this weekend. And Terry Harper had one early this morning, UK time. It wasn't 2 p.m. UK time, so it was like, 9 a.m. or some shit, 10 a.m. for us. But I was out. I was shopping. So I'm usually on all the Zoom calls, lurking, recording, gaining intel. But I don't be asking no questions. I ask questions on a couple every now and then. But for the most part, like a guy like Terrence Crawford, you got to really know what to ask him to get him engaged. Because it's like, man, his shit be boring. Like, let me tell you. I used to be on the Miguel Cotto media calls, man, and you got no idea the shit I had to go through. So, when it comes to my question, I was going to ask about 154, basically to try to get Errol Spence to pretty much talk about how long he will be at 154, because if you notice, nobody brought up Crawford's name, but I was going to bring it up in a kind of like a sneaky type of way to where they wouldn't be able to be like, well, I'm only focused on this fight. See, you got to know how to really get your questions. One thing I was always told is when I did do interviews, I was always told my questions was always good. And my questions always did really change the tone of things. And sometimes, some fighters would get triggered, like Adrian Broner, who fucked up our money. Who else did I triggered a lot of people, but not intentionally. I always say that I don't go there. Look at this crazy man. Hey, look at this crazy man. That was me. Imagine what I went through that day. We're not going to talk about that no more, but imagine what I went through that day. The trauma. Like, crack cocaine, AK-47s, bulletproof vest, cat piss, murdered cats in basements, $3 beef in Barclay. Like, all that in 5 minutes. $3 beef in Barclay. Like, yo. And then one time, Keith Thurman, he was real mad. This was, yeah, he was pretty pissed. But when it comes to like shit, like some of the media calls and them Zooms, it's like, what are we on here for to ask bullshit questions? I don't give a fuck what you ate. And I'm not going to be going there to ask no question about what you fucking, like, like what makes your trainer different from his trainer. What the fuck? It's like, yo, people don't really give a fuck about that shit. Like, for real. Like, oh, well, he does great things and I do great things. And, he eats pussy, I eat pussy. Like, what the fuck? You might as well ask that shit. So yeah, I'm working on something. There is, a reason why I'm not usually like asking questions on Zoom calls or interviews in general right now. I'm working on something. I want to make sure I'm working on something, and it's closer, I'm talking about in regards to the channel, like boxing, something that can be attained within like a month, but I'm working on something. Okay, fuck it. I want to tell y'all. But I don't want to tell y'all. I want to tell y'all. But I don't want to tell y'all. I don't think I should tell y'all. Y'all don't deserve it. Y'all don't even like the videos. I come on here and I do all this little nerd technology stuff. We got to talk some boxing, though. Let me pull up the rankings. We do got to talk about the card, though. But anyway, we're going to a little rant. Yo, I come on here and I do all this nerd shit. I do all this little digital stuff. And, you know, I don't know the names of it. I be making websites and, you know, watching these trash fights. What's the last trash? I sat here and I watched Frank Sanchez versus that guy. I watched Luis Ortiz. I was here. I woke up. I was asleep and I said, oh shit, I got to run down to the man cave and shit and cover this trash ass PBC on Fox fight. This weekend. Look at my videos. I covered that shit. Live, uncut, in real time. And this is the way y'all treat me. I covered the shit out these fights. I be covering the shit out these fights. And y'all don't give me no respect. But all right, let's move on. So what was I doing? I forgot what I was doing. Besides talking about the card. Oh, yeah, let's talk about this card. I'm not feeling it. Yo, I cover a lot of trash, man. Like, and the thing is, I'm not supposed to, it's taboo. Media members, we're not supposed to call fights trash. Like, we're not supposed to. Like, we're not supposed to call fighters bums, all that. But I don't call fighters bums. I never did that shit. But we're not supposed to say, like, oh, that was a bullshit trash fight. You know, we supposed to be like, oh, well, you know, cover the fight and shit, just do a little media shit. No, man, I'm fucking trash-ass fights. Shit. Fucking trash-ass fights I be having to cover. Like, some of them be low. Like, low level, like, lowest of the low trash fights. But I do it for you. The people. You know? What am I looking for? Where is it at? Here it is. So, of course, the pay-per-view is going to be $74.99. You know that already. Don't act like you don't. Don't act like you don't. But it all depends on if you degenerates are going to pay for it or not. And you guys, majority of you are low-down degenerates. You know, let's not kid ourselves. 25 days away. By the way, any moment now, Canelo could have some news announced. Did y'all know that? Any moment now. Could it be Caleb Plant? Could it be Yildirim? I got no inside scoops. I can get the inside scoop, but I haven't really called around or I'm not really interested. So let's see. 25 days, 5 hours, 41 minutes. Buy now. Spence versus Garcia. Ooh. Let's see. Let's buy that shit. Why I gotta sign up? What y'all making me sign up for? You know what? That's what the degenerates ask. Why they want me to sign up? Why can't I just watch the fight? That's how y'all be, man. I be reading the comments. Why can't I just watch the fight? So here it is. How do you feel about this undercard? We gotta make that bigger. I don't know. How y'all feel about this? So it's Spence Garcia, right? Now, these two command a lot of money, a lot of guaranteed money, not back-end money, guaranteed money these two command. You got Fundora, the towering for Sebastian Fundora, the Towering Inferno, versus Jorge Cota. Remember, he got slept by Jermell Charlo after Jermell Charlo lost to Tony Harrison in the first fight, but before the second fight. Then you got the return of my man Josesito Lopez. I'm a huge Josesito Lopez supporter. Versus Francisco Santana. You may remember Santana because he fought Jared Swift Hurd and got weight bullied. So you remember him. If you saw Jared Swift Hurd last fight, he fought none other than this man. And then you got Julio Ceja versus Eduardo Ramirez. What you think about this card? It's a fire-ass undercard? Huh? You would bet the house that this is a fire-ass undercard? You're a son of a bitch, D-Nice. That's fucked up. You're degenerate. You're low down. So, yeah, so the code now, I'm guessing this is the full card. Oh, wait, my bad. I'm guessing this is the full card. So it's not, I'm not thinking we're going to get some fight that's going to pop out somewhere. Like, oh, they threw Prograis versus Broner on a card. Not saying it would be that, but I'm saying it's too, like, we would have heard if it was a better fight by now. Like, this is the undercard. Fundora versus Cota, really? And if you don't know, by the way, Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia was supposed to be that same day a midday card. So you were going to have that card, and it was going to lead into this card. Guess what? That card has been postponed because Luke Campbell's got the Rona. Damn. So does Sebastian Fundora versus Jorge Cota move the needle? So say, for example, if you're in the crib, right? Is this the type of fight where you taking a nap like I would be doing in the daytime because there's no midday card, and be like, all right, let me get up early and go down here and cover this fight? Or is, I'm going to cover it anyway, but or is it one of those fights where it's like, I'm only going to get out the bed for the main event? Like one of those cards. I don't know, man. This card looking kind of ugly, man. See, these are the type of cards that lead people to stream. You see what I'm saying? Illegally, by the way. And guess what? If you don't know, Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones is the week before on pay-per-view. And something that's not being talked about is that's going to take the casual money. Mike Tyson, and listen, my pop is disabled. I'm going to just leave it at that. He has been talking about Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. My girl and her family, well, that's a whole different story. Put it this way, that Mike Tyson-Roy Jones fight, the casuals, and you know how fucking stupid they fucking are. The casuals, they like, well, Mike Tyson can come back and fight that fucking Deontay Wilder man. Like, you know how they be talking that crazy shit? Like, well, you know, Floyd Mayweather can fight Mike Tyson. Like, that shit, them casuals. That's where that Mike Tyson-Roy Jones gonna make a lot of money from them. So therefore, you think they're going to buy another pay-per-view the week later? You know? I know I'm going to be here fucking covering that Mike Tyson Roy Jones shit. I'm right on the that's a gravy train. You know how much YouTube? That's the gravy train. T Street's got a lot of legal fees, man. He's got retainers out the asshole. So you bet that press conference, I'm going to be right the fuck here. Roy Jones, Mike Tyson. Yeah. Right on, I'm not shit. We doing a post-fight live and all. Shit. Shit. And don't you think that motherfuckers ain't gonna be the same shit? Just like I jumped on that fucking, and everybody else did too. Floyd Mayweather versus Poor Tension. People were talking about, we not covering that off. This is a disgrace. Sure enough, motherfuckers was up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning watching fucking Fight.tv, watching Floyd fight Tension, Poor Tension, Tension Nasukawa. You know, but they made bank. So I'm not one of them people that's gonna be like, I'm not covering that shit. It's a disgrace. And I think that the WBC put a belt on the line, the frontline belt. Oh, by the way, WBC, they're on my shit list. I'm gonna roast the shit out the WBC very soon. Probably tomorrow. And Deontay Wilder, he's on my super shit list. He's on my super shit list. You know? I haven't seen the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones presser. I'm jumping on the fight week shit. Like, I'm jumping on the gravy train. Probably next week I'm jumping on the gravy train. You're going to see me here with the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. You're going to see me pulling off old-ass highlights and shit. Roy Jones getting knocked out in his last fight. What was that, Enzo, that he got beat up by? I covered that fight. You're going to see me pulling up that shit? Watch. I'm going to get real immersed, too. I'm going to be like, you know, I'm going to start pulling out old-ass storylines. I'm going all out, baby. I'm going all out. And that's Thanksgiving weekend. That's November the 28th, a couple of weeks. But anyway, we haven't talked about Errol Spence, man. Listen, did y'all see PBC Countdown with Spence? It should be on. I don't want to feel like pulling up my cable. It should be on. Let's go check Fox Sports Go real quick. Let's see if we can pull it up. Fox Sports Go. PBC Countdown, Spence versus, shit is bright. Spence versus Garcia. Also, by the way, PBC Countdown, Spence versus Garcia. PBC Fight Camp, episode 1, Spence versus Garcia. It's their shoulder content, kind of like their HBO 24/7 or their All Access. The first episode of that comes on this Saturday. I know it's going to be on Fox, 11:30 p.m. Eastern, but check your local listings. I'm not your TV guide. You're grown. All right? So hold on. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm signing into my Fox Sports Go app. Pull up some clips for you. This shit is bright, man. I got some new monitors. Everything's all... There we go. So we're going to go to PB. Here's go over here full screen. So this is the Fox Sports Go desktop app. So if you have Fox Sports, then you have Fox Sports Go, okay? So we're going to go PBC. They don't have any replays up yet. See? Don't want to watch this trash. I'm looking for a PBC Countdown. It says here, it's on my DVR, but it's going to slow my shit down. PBC Countdown, Errol, Spence, blah, blah, blah. I'm not your TV guy, man. Yeah, I got to get on my girl and be like, yo, where my PS5 at? I heard I'm supposed to get like a shipping something to let me know what's on the way. I got to be like, yo, what's up? Where my PS5 at? Like, what you doing? When does it come out? The 21st, right? That's like, what's that's next Friday? What was I doing? Oh, no, we can't watch the episode. Well, hopefully they'll release it on their YouTube page. PBC Countdown. But basically, my concern is Spence was talking about, well, he did get ejected from a vehicle. And you saw, if you haven't, go look him up, the photos of how he looked after the accident. Well, he lost a good, significant, amount of teeth. The rumors not confirmed that he had his jaw wired. He was talking about, basically, he was still having issues with his shoulder several months ago before COVID. Shoulder and issues like running and things like that. So I'm wondering if he's going to have those issues going into the ring. Now, also rumors was that people around him wanted him to take an easier fight than Danny Garcia. But Errol Spence, being the fighter that he is, wanted a harder fight. And shout out to that brother, because people don't look at Danny Garcia as being dangerous, but I do. Especially from the outside looking in, a compromised Errol Spence. How does he look now? He look good now. But we got to see that movement. I had some jackasses in my video, my recap of PBC Countdown. Basically, I get it. Errol Spence has a lot of fans. But I'm not a fucking fan. I mean, I am a fan, a supporter, but my job is to tell it like it is. I guess... And I'm going to talk about this tomorrow in my Wilder video. They want me to be one of them people that's going to come on here and fucking suck dick to get ahead. Like I tell you all the time, I have no allegiance to no fighter. Remember, if a fighter wins or loses, I still do videos and win. So when I'm talking about, fighters, it's my genuine, it's not hating. Like, it's just me saying like, yo, like he sound fucked up in this PBC Countdown. Did he not sound fucked up? Should I play the clip? So I'm supposed to just be like, just not talk about it? What the fuck? So that's where I'm at with it. And by the way, I'm going to stop cussing because you know why? Because I got a kid moving it. My little beautiful little girl's going to be moving it. So I want her to be around my videos. So I got to stop cussing. So we got to start working on that. Maybe I should get like a cuss jar. Don't do what? I'm not saying, I'm talking about from a puncher standpoint. Motherfuckers, think outside the box. I'm not saying, let's just stop this narrative right now. I'm from Philadelphia, but I do not think that Danny Garcia is going to beat Errol Spence. Do I think he can beat Errol Spence? Yes. But let's just stop that narrative, because I know some of you motherfuckers are jackasses. Y'all want to say, this guy was hating on Errol. Look at his Eagles hat. Of course you're going to go with Danny Garcia. Like, nah, bro. I've been on YouTube for quite some time, and I've been on social media. I got a pretty sound. I'm not gonna say pretty. I have a sound reputation on here for not being a fucking, asshole and shit. But all I'm saying is, with this Errol Spence, I want to see him move around. You know what I want? And they do this. Let's see his media workout. That's going to be big shit. Remember, PBC has media workouts before all their major fighters' fights, especially pay-per-view. If there's no media workout for a pay-per-view fight, I've covered every Errol Spence media workout since he's been doing it, since he's been main eventing. If there's no media workout, then there's something wrong, and that's the truth, because they do media workouts for all their pay-per-views. It's this press conference, normally, if it wasn't COVID, and Charlo's had media workouts. The point I'm trying to make is, fight week, normally they'll have before fight week, they'll have a media workout. In this case, Danny Garcia is going to have a virtual media workout, just like the Charlos had. Spence should have a virtual media workout. Then fight week, by the way, we should expect an undercard Zoom with Fundora and all those guys coming up. Fight week, it's the final press conference. The undercard press conference, not in any particular order, depending, a little media workout, depending. And then the weigh-in. So all I want to see is the motherfucker move around. Is that a crime? That's why y'all be, that's logical to want to see, right? Like, I'm supposed to just, sweep it under the rug. Like, the motherfucker didn't get ejected from a vehicle for drinking and driving, by the way. We're not supposed to bring that up. And I'm going to be honest with you. All of us has done it. And me, you know what I don't like? I don't like living in this world where you can't say how shit really is. You see what I'm saying? Because there's always some fucking person who never been through shit trying to use it against you. So I can relate to the whole shit that Errol Spence has been through. I've been there. Fucking not knowing how you got in the hospital and all that. I've had party nights where I had a little bit too much to drink and drove home. I never, ever do that shit again. You know how when you're young, you just don't be thinking. And then you get a second chance and you never do that shit again. But the thing is, it has to be addressed. I'm not going to just act like it don't exist. I don't work for him. I'm not his PR person. So if I feel that it has an effect on the fight, not him drinking, but the aftermath of what happened of him getting ejected from a vehicle, I have a right to talk about that. I just want to see I want to see him move around. Because from a media standpoint, I have some friends in the business, people that that you read from, multiple people that have all heard the same shit that I've heard and was like, yo, if he goes on and beats Danny Garcia, in my personal opinion, he shoots past Terrence Crawford. He's going to be up there, because to come back from what I've heard he's come back from, that's some big time shit. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect. Exactly. Oh, wait, you ain't bring up this dude beating his girlfriend. Actually, I did. I did a whole fucking 4-hour stream, bro. Bro, he really didn't say that. Hold up, motherfucker. Because you know what? I never block people, but somebody like you're a snake. He said, let me read what this guy said. He said, Eric Bolden. Let me put this clown out there. We're going to, because listen, this is a live stream. A live stream. We're going to expose you, bro. He says, nobody perfect, bro. No need to keep bashing, dude. You ain't bring up Kovalev beating on his girlfriend and her dog. LOL. Should I pull up the video now? Or should I just block you for fucking sucking his dick? You're an Errol Spence dick sucker. That's what you are. But you can do that. I'm not an Errol. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, and my job is to cover the fight. But I hate when people try to come in here and fucking try to tell me, oh, well, and PBC fans do this a lot too. Well, you can't talk about this without talking about that. You motherfuckers be like girls. Like, well, what about such and such? Yeah, I'm not, nah, bro. Listen, you can't just come in here talking that shit. Like, unlike the channels that you probably watch and get your information from, I cover everybody. Everybody. Like, in fact, I was one of the first people covering that Kovalev shit. But that's neither here or there. Fuck out of here, dude. A 3-part segment. I did a fucking whole video series with music and all that shit. Y'all want to hear a little bit of it? I can't play it because the music gonna get me copyrighted. I'm gonna show y'all. I did a whole motherfucking that was some of my best work actually. and Jenny Sushi. Let me see. You type in her name, you see my fucking face. Is that her? This is me. You type in her name, you see my channel, bro. So I don't never block people, but a hoe like you, I only block weirdos. And you fall into that category. That's me. A whole 30-minute, I did more videos. Meet Jamie Fonts, Kovalev's accuser, social media investigation. Fuck out of here, dude. And that was a damn shame what Kovalev did to her dog, though. By the way, if you want some laughs, go watch that video. Like, I was kind of hurt. Because, like, yo, like, what he did to the, like, what? I mean, listen. I can't stand no fucking woman beaters. And I guess it's a good time to point out, even though I may cuss a lot, and I'm going to slow down, I am working on a father's advocacy group, a nonprofit. So when I say, I can't stand no woman beater, I can't stand no woman beater. So that's why I was so happy when Kovalev got punched in his vodka belly. Because if you know what that man did, and the fact that he's trying to burn her for her money, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, I did a whole fucking saga on that. We done got off track and we only got 10 minutes left in the video. So as I said, tomorrow, I expect, it could be today, there's heavy rumors, we don't know for sure, that Canelo could be having something, some type of media event to announce his next fight. It could be any time, today, tomorrow, but we on standby. Yeah, it was a damn shame what he did to that dog. But yeah, I'm gonna put the link. Y'all should watch this shit. I can't play it because I put music in it, and the music is a part of the, I can't play it. I can't play it. It was a whole shindig. It was a whole, oh! And she slid into my DMs. Long story. No, not for no sex stuff. But it was like,
You guys like that
crazy
shit? Like this guy, woman beater? That's what to learn that from his dad. Woman beater, baby. We're gonna beat that woman beater.
JGG has just donated £2 through Super Chat. New, can you give me info about USHW prospects?
Speak of the devil. Yo, you're a godsend. How did that happen? They're random. Speak of the devil. Yeah, my dog's here. He's over there chilling. Speak of the devil. That's a sign. That's a sign. Damn woman beaters. Damn woman beaters. But yeah, this is the beginning of the video. All right, watch that on your own time. But we had that was some great timing. But yeah, watch it on your own time. We had a nice little time with this. We did a whole social media deep dive CSI investigation. And we had found out later on in the video, we found out that the rumors of Kovalev beating her up were true. Because she started hiding her face. That's the dog. That damn
hands on either side of her shoulder.
That dog. Look, poor damn dog. The boxer. Damn shame what he did to that dog. Damn shame what he did to that dog. But all right, we got to get up. Oh no, we still got 9 minutes left. So what will we do? We didn't even talk about Spence versus Garcia. Damn it, y'all got me sidetracked. They got me sidetracked. Yeah, he hit her so hard she broke her neck, allegedly. No, wait, it's not allegedly no more because they settled. He hit her so hard she broke her neck. All over some okay, the story is it was a party up in Big Bear. And I don't think she's a lady of the night. I forgot what she is. She's not a lady of the night though. She like a model. What is she? I forgot. I knew the whole story. You got to go back and watch the video. Well, anyway, Kovalev got a little liquored up. Too liquored up. And he followed the chick home. Allegedly. And was like, You know, she ain't want to give him the yam, so he beat her up like weirdo. And then the dog was trying to protect his master, and Kovalev let the dog have it. Fucking asshole. It's not funny. It's not funny. Fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. So then when he sobered up, allegedly, he came back the next morning and was hiding in the bushes. Like, Jamie. Like to try to stop her from going to the cops or something. But she was fucked up. You know, when she went to the police, was like, fuck that nigga, man. You fucking woman beater. You know? Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, Kovalev, man, he not a good dude. Not a good dude. I've heard nothing but bad about him, yo. And it's like, I met him a couple times. Well, one time he tried to take my camera. And you know I was gonna have to fuck him up. I was gonna get him. But the first time I ever met him was at the first press event I ever been to in my life. That was the Bernard Hopkins versus Kovalev press conference. It was at Temple University. And he was cool. He seemed like a happy-go-lucky dude. And I guess it's probably before like the vodka really hit him. Because I hear, and I hope it's not like a racist thing or a bigotry thing, but is it true? Like, you know, fucking Russians, like you're not real Russian unless you have vodka. Unless you drink vodka all the time. Just like they say, like, you're not real Jamaican if you don't have a knife. You know, like, what Jamaican, you don't got no knife. And if you don't have a knife, you're not a real Jamaican. Not to me, at least. Like, I actually tested somebody one time. Like, yeah, nigga, where your knife at? Sure enough, he pulled out the fucking switchblade and shit. Back in college. He had his fucking little beads on and shit. Sure enough, he pulled out this fucking, it was at the blue handle. He's like, yeah, I got a knife. You know? I ain't been on the road in a while. The last fight I was supposed to go to, and this was when the country shut down, I was supposed to be at Shakur Stevenson versus Miguel Mariaga and Mick Conlon versus who? St. Patty's Day weekend. It was at the Hulu Theater. And I always have adventures, you know, in Manhattan. Yeah, he's crazy as shit, man. Kovalev's a crazy ass. I met a lot of crazy boxers, yo. Motherfuckers be crazy as shit. You know who crazy? Oh, like you probably don't think it's crazy? Fucking Sean Porter. He a little bit crazy, y'all. Sean Porter a little bit crazy. Remember that crazy shit he was saying to Errol Spence during a build-up? Like his little psycho side would come out? You know? But yeah, what we're going to talk about these last 5 minutes, chewing the fat here. I'm heading out to dinner in a couple hours. Let me see what time this reservation is, man. This woman's always picking these fancy places. Why can't we just eat regular? Shit. Can't we just eat regular? But yeah, what are we doing? What are we talking about? By the way, tomorrow, let me check the schedule. There is no live streams tomorrow unless it's Canelo. Terrence Crawford press conference might be tomorrow. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me check some shit for y'all. I think Terrence Crawford Kell Brook final press conference might be tomorrow instead of Thursday normally. Let me check, though, real quick. I'm definitely doing a Canelo video tomorrow. I'm definitely doing a WBC video tomorrow. Me and Big J got 2 videos to do tomorrow. And I want to do a video on the Walter Wallace body cam footage, like full uncut video, like showing it all. So it's going to be likely blocked, meaning you'll have to be 18 or older to watch. But I'm pretty sure it's all adults here. And also, I want to do a video on Kamala Harris. I just don't like her, you know? Joe, but her, nah. Hold on, I'm looking for the ESPN schedule for tomorrow to see if they put out what time, if there's a press conference for Brook versus Crawford Brook tomorrow. Because Terrence Crawford's talking some crazy shit. It is. It's tomorrow at 3 p.m. Okay, so tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, this time tomorrow, 45 minutes early, we're going to be doing the Crawford versus Brook press conference live stream. Also, we're going to be doing a post-fight live after the fight. What other fights are this weekend? That women's card. Anything else I'm missing? Nothing on the zone? I'm a little off right now. I got to stop these 4 a.m. days. I start my days at 4 a.m. every morning. I can't stay in bed past 4:30 a.m. I don't know what the fuck it is. So if I don't have my nap, then by this time, I'll be done. I'll be done. Like, done. I'm like, I'm exhausted. And I did all this shopping, and I got all this food sorting to do. Okay. So it's a light week. That Crawford versus Brook undercard is meh because once again, Crawford versus Brook command a lot of money. However, you do have Joshua Franco versus Angel Maloney too. Joshua Greer returns. So I like those 3 fights. Then on the zone, you have Katie Taylor versus Miriam Gutierrez, Terry Harper versus Catalina Dandres, and George Lena Giuliani versus Rachel Ball. That was supposed to be Ebony Bridges. I want to see her fight so bad. That girl better be good because she's showing her ass everywhere. It's like, yo, okay, nice ass, but I want to see you fight. What was boring? That fucking press conference? That shit was boring as shit. Yeah, come on, I just don't see. I'm not going to talk politics here. I'm gonna wait for my video. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna get up out of here. I already told you guys.